Welcome, Gemini, to your weekly love and general energy reading for the week of July 17th to the 23rd of 2017. This week I'll be using the tarot deck of tarot of the new vision. This week, as you do see the cards laid out, instead of me shuffling on camera, I'm just going to lay the cards out here and see how that goes for now. Now, we're going to focus on Monday through Sunday, and we're going to start out with Monday and Tuesday being here, with the moon being in Taurus, activating your 12th house of secrets, sorrows, closure, self-undoing, a time of rest, and a time of dealing with any wounds that are not quite healed, and paying attention to intense dreams. So, by me saying that, the High Priestess is there as a card of intuition, clarity, being as though that's a major arcana. This is where sometimes there are major secrets. Sometimes there are, and they don't have to seem major to you. They may be major to your partner. You know, where they may have some things that's going on with them personally that they're dealing with, where, say, if, you know, they're still healing from a partner that they've been dealing with in the past, or they're still, you know, intimately involved with them, you know, that's something that's serious. That's something that is important to you, especially if you are in a committed relationship or dealing with this person in an intimate way. You know, that could be some of the case where, you know, something like that has happened in the past, and for that reason, some of you have let go of that particular person. You're moving on from that. You know, this has caused maybe a divorce or separation, where the bond has broken due to ethics, your beliefs, your stance, the morals that you actually stand by and abide by. You know, those could have been some issues with a water sign, Pisces. It could have been Scorpio, Cancer, or some of you have been dealing with the Virgo. There are three different people here: Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And then you have, as the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and you have the High Priestess. And I do feel like energetically some of you are, you know, lacking that confidence right now, you know, within yourself. And when it's someone else is lacking their own confidence, you know, not wanting to express things, keeping things a secret, not wanting to reveal what has happened, and that could cause a lot of emotional block between you and another person. And because of that 12th house, the most powerful cards of intuition, they popped out here. And the Queen of Cups is, to me, more powerful when it comes to being able to see psychically through a situation than even the High Priestess is. Now, the High Priestess is a card of intuition, but it's a card of secrecy, where things are completely shut down, and it's for you to use your senses to understand what's going on. It doesn't necessarily mean that that information is going to be revealed to you, because it's that deep, it's that strong or sensitive to that particular person. So they may not want to reveal what that is to you, or you may not want to reveal what that is to someone else. You know, it just depends. It could be different, you know, gender, sexuality. It could be different personal matters physically that's going on with someone. It could be other things that have, you know, happened where they are keeping issues a secret. You know, it really just depends. But this combination of the Queen of Cups can let you in on what's going on with the High Priestess, and why this person or someone has been keeping secrets with you. But until then, I feel like, you know, the energy of wanting attention from your partner, you know, others, where you feel like it's not coming your way, you know, it's a no-win situation for you. That's what I kind of feel. It's almost like you may have been dealing with someone who's, you know, a bit conceited. They want attention from others all of the time, you know, that kind of thing. Maybe have drove you away from one another. You know, you can see the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. They are, you know, parted, you know, by the sea of, you know, that kind of, you know, that energy of, you know, selfishness, you know, sometimes just flirting or using the body or whatever it is to pull someone their way. So, you know, there is some disappointment financially for a lot of you, due to maybe a divorce that you've gone through separation. And for others, you know, your partner may be by themselves right now because they are working on financial security right now. And that's what I may be feeling. And I feel like a lot of you are needing to just kind of relax yourself, meditate a bit, because you can see the angel, or it's almost like a ghost in a way, maybe a ghost of your past that some of you may feel that's following you around. But I sense it as an angel that's trying to give you some kind of healing, to pull you through these energies of pain and sorrow, and the sense of neglect or being turned down, and you're just letting go of something right now. So some of you again could be with your children, by yourself for the time being, and just kind of assessing something. And with the high priestess there being number 2, some of you are potentially waiting or contemplating a decision to release some energies of the past. All right, so let's get into Wednesday and Thursday. So for Wednesday and Thursday, we do have the moon in your sign, Gemini, and that's activating your first house of self, your likes and dislikes. It's the mirror, looking at yourself in a non-critical way, and energies around the things that you see that you would like to change. All right, so remember I was talking about a decision that some of you are potentially making, with the high priestess being there as 2. It's there again with the card of the 2 of swords, the queen of swords there, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius with the temperance card there, the tower reversed, the 8 of wands, the 7 of wands reversed, and then you have the page of pentacles. This could definitely be impatience and a bit of being frustrated with a manager, someone that you're dealing with who is not willing to open up a dialogue about maybe something that you proposed to them or something like that, to get things off the ground, with a job, a new opportunity with the job. For some of you, your love relationship, you could be dealing with these particular people, and maybe that's the secrecy that's going on, that there are 3 different people involved. You can see there a child could be involved in the scenario. Again, them dealing with maybe an ex-partner. You're dealing with someone of the past that you still have a financial tie to, or a tie to with the family unit that's potentially there. And I feel like for lots of you are afraid to make a decision. Now, this could come through in a couple of ways, where it's almost best for you to keep your distance from a particular person, because you may not know how to respond to them. You may lash out, and that could cause fights or drama with you and another person. Temperance being there is almost pulling polar opposites together. Whether this is 2 different people competing for the same person, or they have this this desire to be with the same person. It's almost like you have to kind of heed caution and make sure that something disastrous does not happen. And I feel like for a lot of you, that could be 2 different romantic partners for some, where there's a lot of communication, potentially about traveling, but also where there's too much going on, too much happening, and then you feel like you just don't want to deal with anyone or deal with anything at this time. So it's almost like this detaching, kind of doing things on your own and stepping away right now, or completely like an overhaul of what you've been going through to get away from this heavy energy. But I do feel like a lot of you are doing your best to heed on the sign of caution when it comes to how you are handling a sensitive situation or a particular person. You don't want to provoke them. You're hoping that they don't provoke you. That kind of energy is going on. And I feel like a lot of you are taking it upon yourself to focus more on your health, your job opportunities, financial opportunities, and flowing with that kind of energy right now. A lot of communication, a lot of maybe business agreements, arrangements, or discussions that are happening as well. And even if you are maybe tiptoeing the lines of overindulging and drinking, or whatever it may be, I feel like a lot of you are trying to watch that intake where it doesn't kind of get out of hand. Even dealing with someone that has maybe health issues, you're trying to make sure that they don't overdo it. That kind of thing could be potentially going on for some of you. And for others, you know, you do have that option to move on away from a particular person, but maybe you're just not sure how to. You're not sure if you want to just yet, because that change may be so big. You may be fearing that type of new beginning or release, because it's something that you've been so used to, and maybe someone else is on the outskirts kind of waiting for you to make a certain decision, or vice versa. You know, this could be flipped around as well. So that kind of energy is definitely here. Okay, so that is Wednesday and Thursday. Friday and Saturday, the moon is in Cancer, activating your second house of money and possessions, focusing on how you make or handle money, the things that you own now or would like to acquire. All right, so you do have a lot of cards here of the Star, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Swords, Strength, the Moon, the Three of Swords reversed, the Two of Wands, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Ace of Cups. So some dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Leo is here as well. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer is showing up. But there's still healing, the wounded, the hurt, a lot of reflection, and feeling as though you don't want to be around anyone. This is like not even wanting to socialize, to speak to anyone, whether it's friends. You know, thinking of a great escape. You know, almost like crawling under the bed, or, you know, a bridge or somewhere, and just hiding for the rest of your life. You know, that kind of feeling where some of you are just doing your best to free yourself from the thoughts that you are having about a particular person. You know, this Queen of Wands energy could be coming up as someone, your baby mother or father. Just because it's the Queen of Wands, male or female, doesn't matter. But because of, you know, a lot of this confusion and fear, you know, with the, I believe you have 3 major arcana right here. They're all in the upright. With Strength being here, that's a card of not giving in to where you feel, if the conversation is coming through and you feel provoked, or someone brings up a harsh subject or says something, you know, to you to kind of rile you up. You know, you're trying your best not to lash out or retaliate. That kind of energy is there. The energy of revenge, not wanting to come across as vengeful, even though a lot of you are still healing and mending from past hurts and pains. Trying to turn things around to mend yourself one by one and start over again with the Two of Wands here as a fresh start. That person there is scarred up, you know, battled, had someone, actually maybe a friend or someone with you that has been helping you through this particular situation, trying to give you some advice. And sometimes you may feel like, you know, I got it on my own right now. I'm looking at the Two of Wands, and someone is in the background, you know, going to battle with this person. You know, it looks like it's something that has happened for a long time for some of you. A third-party situation that's, for some of you, you have been dealing with, and maybe for a lot of you, you're just tired of it. You know, and then that's why I feel the Seven of Cups is showing up there. New emotional opportunities as to what to do to get away from this particular person or scenario, because I feel like a lot of you just don't want to deal with it anymore. And with the Ace of Cups, this is sometimes a pregnancy, getting someone pregnant, someone that you have dealt with sexually. And maybe you feel like this is something that was, you know, by mistake, you know, or by accident. You know, that's a scenario that's potentially there for some of you out there. And because of that guilt of why it happened, you know, there's that restriction on wanting to hide for some of you out there. But the Star, you know, that's a card of being the star in your situation, things changing for the better, seeing some good signs, healing, having hope and faith, and especially with Strength, there's a major arcana, but the anxiety is still there. Even being around a certain person or a group of people could make you feel a bit strange or awkward or just not how things were or used to be. You know, that energy could be coming up. So it's like, I just don't want to party right now. So this new energy of opportunity to grow, to heal is there. Okay, a renewal for some of you out there. Okay, so that energy is for a Sunday. So on Sunday, the new moon will be in Leo, activating your third house of communication. There could be reading, writing, learning, a time like no other to express yourself. And maybe some of you are thinking about schooling, or writing a book. Letters also may be arriving in the mail, you know, later in the week concerning these matters or opportunities. Okay, so you have the Page of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Hierophant reversed, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Emperor, and then you have the Fool reversed. So let's see, you have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas here. Okay, and with that new moon energy of communication, the Page of Cups is here. And often for some of you, this could be out of the blue, an offer of love, an offer of new beginnings. I don't want to say love, an offer of love, but an offer to get to know someone. As the Page of Cups is a new opportunity to talk, to converse, to express yourself creatively, a new artistic gift that could be given to you by the universe that you may have turned away, you know, maybe in the past, or turned a certain person away in the past, and this energy could be coming back around to kind of reawaken. Remember, it's a new moon energy, so that energy of you know, being a bit more playful, creative, dancing, singing, writing, drawing, sculpting, all of those energies could be coming about. But and also with whatever you're working on, you know, there's a lot of hard work that could be going into it as well. With the King of Swords coming around as someone is offering advice, you're offering advice, offering your services, you know, and to get some kind of financial gain back for the energy that you are putting out. And the Emperor is there to make sure that there is something solid around what you are building, especially your relationship. This could be your mother and father that you're around. You could be taking on, you know, your partner could be the Emperor. You could be the King of Swords, you know, both of you. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aries is here. Aries showing up here twice for some of you. You know, you may be dealing with different romantic partners, and you could be also dealing with someone else who's dealing with 2 romantic partners as well. And before you are to step into a relationship or commitment or something like that, something has to end. You know, maybe someone is already committed in a relationship or marriage, but a divorce is pending, or something is actually unfolding. You know, maybe you don't see it. Maybe this is something that's going on behind your back in a way, or in secret. Remember the High Priestess being there. But until that happens, until another person is available completely, I feel like you focus on the right half of the portion of the reading. You see there where there's a lot of ambition, you know, playing around maybe with your children, working together with someone, you know, building up your own self-esteem and confidence, or whatever that is. And whatever reckless energy that's happening behind you, keep it there. You know, have that go on. You can't change what someone else is dealing with, whatever they are doing, or whatever risk that they're taking. Just make sure, because I feel like getting into I just feel like this reading here this week is a bit of caution. That's what it's about for me, because something is not ready yet. And if you are to get into something that's not quite there, you do have conflict that's waiting for you. And that's what I believe for Gemini. I mentioned that in your July monthly reading, that conflict happens before change usually. And you do see the Hierophant being the 5. You have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is clarifying the Hierophant. The Fool reversed is a risk taker, very foolish, and getting into things that are not quite right, going in unprotected. Protection could have all kinds of risks attached to it. Pregnancy, other things that you don't want to actually go on, you know. So, you know, just be mindful of that. There could be issues with you know, any kind of organization, the job, you know, them not wanting to change certain structures that they're used to. Some dealing with a Taurus. All right. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you have a choice of, your twin self. Which twin are you going to listen to? The one that's telling you to, still get into these issues of that's pulling you down in a negative way, or focus on what's really calling you about being just, right, the King of Swords, being determined, being righteous by, trying to do what's right in your heart and what you feel is right now, and that's focusing on your pleasure, your children, your child, or your childlike energy right now, or someone who is offering you more stability or a happier kind of energy rather than what's behind you. That's what I feel that's happening for Sunday. So let's see what the romance angels have for you. So forgiving and learning, release your ex, worth waiting for, retreat, attraction, healing family issues, express your love, finances, and career. Those energies are definitely all here. We did address these where the finances came up. These could be issues with the family and home environment, with your children, trying to get that family unit together. For a lot of you are needing to express yourself, to communicate to your partner how you're feeling. Let them know that you truly do love them if this is a love life situation or separation that's going on. And worth waiting for and retreat is energies that's coming after the energy of releasing your ex. If you do know that that energy is for you and that you need to clear that out before you can move forward. And it's all about forgiving and learning, and as you do that, you start to attract more positive energies into your life instead of holding on to that resentment or fear. And it does take time, for each person is different. So I hope that these messages helped you out this week. Remember, if you would like a private reading, you can always go to my website, psychicloveheals.com, to set up something specifically for you. Have a good week. Okay.